EBRO gaming up against Sengoku. Both teams, I wouldn't say need a win, especially, I mean, EBRO absolutely need a win, but for Sengoku, you know, they're a team that's sort of on that cusp, I feel, of sort of going through. They showed a lot of great promise yesterday, there's no doubt about it, but I expect to see some very early fights from here from League of Legends.
Speaking of, I saw that Selfmade, if many of you guys know who Selfmade is, he's a current LEC jungler. He was tweeting about Wild Rift yesterday, saying it's so much fun to watch. So it's good to see that. Hache, though, immediately under pressure here.
He's in trouble. They're surely going to follow this one through. Ezzez is going to go in. Oh, charge on the turret. It's going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. And you kind of saw it coming there from Hache. You knew that charm was possibility.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, so, you know, it's not absolutely expected that you're going to see the charm coming out from Hache there, but Hache held his skills nicely. I love that he's making a very quick roam down here towards that ball line. Great charm.
Yeah, not a lot else they can do about that one. The 4-man engage. It does mean that Kite's still being cautious. He has got a ward in that bush, so he can be cautious. And if that's a lot of snowballs coming out from Rush, though, putting that punishment down. You've got to respect the Nunu. Can put a lot of damage down out of the jungle. Is Renekton or something like that we had non-stop for about 20 games straight. But here we go. This is going to be the dive on the top there. Ezzez is here. They are going to commit to this. Dominus goes down. Hache is going to be able to tank it out. He turns around straight to Rush, and I think Rush is in trouble now. He tries to run to the turret for a bit of safety, but there's nowhere to go. And that is a great engage for EBRO.
Really good stuff. And I love the way that Ezzez is playing around Hache specifically.
The focus for EBRO. Charm comes down from Hache there, but that's not going to be enough for them. Kite will be able to cover that one off. Jastley in a great position. We know he can get that headbutt pulverize combo off there. They're committed to this Drake. Now, Rift Herald's already gone down. They've got to be careful because the rest of Sengoku are arriving here. Jastley tries to keep him at bay. There goes the tidal wave to try and disengage, but the dragon has been picked up.
Aggressively on this and kind of force EBRO gaming to walk into them. Although I say that, EBRO have now moved their way into the river.
There's zero vision for EBRO. Zero vision around here. It's all Sengoku. They have this completely covered off. All the snowballs coming out from Rush there. The charm misses. They ended up committing full move up just to try and make sure that goes their way. It is Drake. I don't think they're going to go for. I'm not too sure. Pulling Jastley in there. He might turn this into a fight of his own. He's going to try and pop his ulti to get away from that. They are committing a lot to get Jastley down here, and it may cost them on the backside there. Hache will get taken down. That's a carry down. I've got to take that one. Rushing all sorts of trouble. He's going to get onto Ezzez. Ezzez will fall. And meanwhile, but look at the side. Kite is just popping off. Kite is doing work here, and Sengoku's targeting. I would question what they were going for there. Yes, I understand they want to get the jungler down, but put in so much to get that support, that seemed to cost them.
Yeah, they're going for the Rift Herald without Smite here. Rush was maybe looking for an angle. I'm gonna add a little caveat to this. This is Renekton to the moon, boy. The team in the Horizon Cup right now, and a lot of it coming from the power of this Renekton pick. You can see why teams value this so heavily in competitive right now.
You can see the standard. They're going to throw the Herald down the mid, almost commit and just pull Sengoku over there, gives them that free time to get the Drake, and they may be able to back this up here. The Herald will go in, commit. Now they're looking for the engage. Hache comes in. Tidal Wave already used the disengage. They do catch the Nami out there of Dejiwo. Dejiwo taken very low, but I don't think they've quite got enough to back it up. And Kite has gone too deep on this one. The dunk comes in. They do manage to get the damage down. The stun's in there. Very scrappy fight at the end of that one. I'm not too sure either wanted to commit.
Oriana has free reign of the team fight. It's been a really good performance from EBRO. I can't stress that enough. It has been a very clever one from them, and it's a new side to this team that I didn't know was possible for them. Rush getting caught out.
Rush caught out. Yeah, tidal wave's already been used to disengage. That's not going to work out. You were talking about the beefy Renekton of Hache. He does try and put some work in, but this has turned and backfired on them a little bit here. They have lost two as they go a little too deep in the jungle, and I feel that maybe EBRO is sort of caught up in that bloodlust at the moment and sort of engaging a little where they shouldn't. We know that Ezzez is trying to lock down onto Jastley. Not too sure about that one.
I mean, Jastley doesn't have his ultimate available, so when the Alistair doesn't have that ult, it is a relatively easy target. He is now going to be focused down.
Yeah, going to get focused down and finished off, but the rest of the team coming around the side here. And Kite not really on the right wavelength at the moment. Does get the damage down on Hache, but here comes the rest of the team. They really got to respect this, because if they lose too much here, this could be a quick Baron for Sengoku.
Just a little more than they were previously. think you just need to with EBRO, don't get too antsy. You need to play around your 12,000 gold Renekton. Right now, she will be dealing pretty consistent damage, and you can see the EBRO Gaming with the confidence of Hache nearby. They can set up on this dragon using the Orianna to zone where she can. Rush walking in.
Yeah, nice step in there. Alistair just eating the snowball, knowing that it's going to be done. They do take the dragon down very quickly. Hache goes in. That is a monstrous Renekton with the Dominus running. They catch him out. Jastley can't quite get the pull right onto Muchi, but the rest of Hache, Hache taken very low, but gets away. East is putting the damage down. He gets the charm on him. Jastley still come in. Ezzez still alive. Somehow, the headbutt goes down onto Hache there. Hache's getting taken damage, but they are focusing on the turret, while Jastley just commits and keeps two of them down. To his own tune on the top of the map.
Our Latin America bros are absolutely popping off in this game versus Sengoku. What a great opening game.
In the tournament on day one, well, they were thinking, no, we want to keep separating. We want that split push, and if you want that fight, we will be ready for it, but we're going to get an objective off the back of it. We're not just going to fight needlessly. Here comes the biggest snowball in the world as it comes through. Jastley doing a great job. It's a three-man knock-up pulverize. The tidal wave does come through. The shockwave going to be locking down, and EBRO Gaming are popping off against Sengoku here. Domi is running and keeping Hache alive, but this has gone all manner of wrong. A fantastic stun, a monster Renekton rampaging through the team and setting everything up for EBRO, but that pulverize coming out from Jastley was brilliant.
Yeah, he saw his opportunity and he took it. It is now just the jungler and support versus the Nexus. Hache dives in with the Ruthless Predator. He's just dead. It's Rush versus the world, but the world comes crashing down. That is a win, the first win.
EBRO Gaming blowing, I think, all expectations out of the water, taking down Sengoku in game number one. Can they do it once again and tie up the series? Because that will be a massive shock for Sengoku. They went 3 games yesterday.
Definitely has the ability, like level 2 to 3. His support from his jungler wouldn't go amiss too. If you can burn a flash of Orianna early on, she's a chitting duck. Kite Raptors. And then maybe if he goes up towards Krugs, this is going to be a full red side clear into the top shuttle.
Ooh, that's the ignite going down. I think that's Hache burnt out. He was going to get the honey fruit down, and it should survive. Yes, he will. Manages to keep himself alive with the fruits. Still available, but he is very low here. Just looking for the dragon path. I think it's a long way out. He's looking more down towards the bottom side as they go with the vertical jumping. Down, yeah.
Exactly. Have to be very careful here.
Ignite burned onto Tikz there, actually. So just aggressive stuff, just making sure they do try and keep him down.
Relatively quiet until those first objectives. You can see this is an opportunity where Kite is looking for it.
Ezzez is here, so tries to burn him down, baits him in. The Wukong Cyclone pops up.
Looking to
straight over the wall, though.
Yeah, they know they're all there. That's
the still caught out, though. The Cyclone comes in, but it's only the Braum that they're locking up, who has that huge shield set up and waiting. They're a tower deep, and maybe this is a little too far for them to go. Ezzez will get taken down. They will get the one for it, but I don't think Fiora's going to get a great deal from this one. And Hache finals to get here. So we know he certainly has that capabilities, but not quite on the same page. We were talking about it in game one. They are going to collapse onto the middle turret here, but it's a 3v4. Not a great time to collapse. Immediately the Kite goes in. That is a great dominance and an absolute brilliant kill the Meek. Stunning them out under the turret, catching them napping. Rush comes down, shows himself. Now EBRO don't have the numbers at the moment. They are collapsing. There's 2 down on the river as well that are also engaging, so it's a 2-way fight at the moment. They look for Rush. Rush goes under the turret. They will get him down and out, but what's that cost them in the end down the side there? Meanwhile, down the bot lane, there's also a fight going on, so all 3 channels at the moment. Hache taking Kite down to nothingness. Now it looks like he's coming out on top.
As well. Picked up that Proto Belt enchant, obviously, so he's able to just use that to accelerate those knockups. And they don't quite reset in time, though. So they didn't reset in time here, and that's allowed Rush to get the objective.
Oh, there's a 5-man collapse! Here they come, Jastley going down. Everybody from Sengoku in the right place at the right time. Dragon spawning as well. Guard briefly there. They could catch out the pit. The Cyclone in the pit is dangerous, but that's a Cyclone that is just going to get locked down. It did absolutely nothing. And that has to be a disengage for EBRO.
Gaming definitely coming back with a vengeance in this game. They don't want to let this series drop.
That sort of cost them. And then once that initial game plan, there didn't seem to be a plan B. There was no fallback option. What we're seeing in game 2. I feel like they may have reverted back to the EBRO we saw against Queso here.
Sengoku. It's been difficult for them to kind of like, I think, do what they wanted to do this game, and that has meant that they're just now playing on pure reaction.
He's going in. He's committed to it. That's a good knockup from Jastley, but have they got the damage to back it up? He goes cold and blocks it up, and that's just the worst time for him. The status absolutely shocking him out there. The headbutt does come back here, but they are trying to disengage. They will catch Jastley off guard around the side, so it's a 2 for 0 right now, and that stasis absolutely costing them. Oh, Hache committing when he really shouldn't. Has to burn the flash to get away on the jungler alone. So that in itself is actually not bad for EBRO, you know, for the fact that they are actually relatively within 1,000 gold. We're seeing here how that could work out against Rush. So Hache with a close chance there. He is going to go down, but they're going for Baron here while that fight happens down the bottom. This is going to try and be a Rush Baron. I don't think they've got quick enough to do it here. They've got to focus on Kite. They've got to try and keep him out there. Hache is there, but the rest of Sengoku coming in. It's going to be a real risky time. They've got to get the kills in. It's not happening for EBRO, and this will be a misplay in the end. Sengoku were quick enough. The big dominance of Kai comes through, gets headbutted away, but there's no follow-up damage, and EBRO will get wiped out. And Tikz, well, you got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and unfortunately that will be the ace for Sengoku.
I think the only response that EBRO Gaming had in that situation was to try and go for the Baron. So many resources committed on the bot side of the map to kill.
Heavy junglers can impact the game, and they generally are.
Two fronts. I'm not exactly sure that they can get a good setup here. They are split and having to deal with multiple waves. They're going to try it. I'm sure they'll try.
I mean, they just landed the full prize, but unfortunately there's no follow-up for it. The rest of the team not here yet, so EBRO just trying to survive at the moment. They're struggling to take down the turrets. Yeah, not a lot they can do here. Sengoku rampaging through the base and rampaging through EBRO, and it does look like, for us, Scoundrel, we're going to get a game 3, which is something we didn't get on the first day. We saw a couple of quick 2-0s. I was very jealous of Pastry Time and Smacks getting themselves all those triple games, but they're not going to finish it just yet. They're toying with their food. They're looking for something, someone, somewhere, but it is a huge disadvantage for them now. And oh, the fact they're not in position to contest this one may well cost them. Jastley tries to get close enough. Ezzez is there. They did get the ward down. You can see Tikz coming around the side. He's set himself up something, but that's not the target he wanted. He goes in on Rush. Rush is turning it back around. Meanwhile, the team fight going on here. There's no damage going down from EBG. They are all fleeing for their lives. And Sengoku will rampage through, catch out the Corki, and straight onto the Nexus.
Tikz was just like, I'm not getting involved. I'm just clearing waves in the side lane. It's going to be a game for Sengoku. They're taking it to game 3.
Gentlemen, something, you know, this could really decide how this group is going to go for this, that they came out on top and actually currently tied 1 apiece. They themselves have 2 losses so far to the Team Secret. Who can come out on top?
This is a very important game for EBRO as well, because if they don't get a win here, it is looking very unlikely that they make it out of the group. So this is almost like a must-win series for EBRO Gaming to keep their hopes alive of making it to the later stages of the Horizon Cup. They definitely came out with a huge swing versus Sengoku in that first game. They just need to channel that same energy here. They've definitely got the type of composition that can do it. They've got a strong bot lane that should have a lot of priority. The Lucian Braum is, like as I said, a tried and tested combo that has worked for many years, even in the PC League version. And they have a strong top side as well, where if you invest the resources early, again, Hache can be that frontliner that is very difficult to deal with. So they do have a good setup right now. So we'll get himself back into a fighting fit shape.
Glad chat noticed it as well. I saw it. I saw that headbutt pulverized mess of Dejiwo. We've all been there. But here comes the Twisted Fate to try and help out. Get up to Kai. Kai is the focus, and he will be the first blood. They can back this up as well. They do get the stun card down on Rush, and that's a great catch from Tikz there. But Hache is going to be taken low and caught out. This time, Dejiwo does come to the rescue.
In both mid and bot right now.
The apprehend comes in, the decimate to follow through is going to get caught out there. A lot committed for EBG there. They are going to give up. They can't afford to leave Twisted Fate alone on that bottom lane. Oh, Kite, I think he dashed the wrong direction there. It was like a little dash forward. They are going to put the pressure on that bottom lane turret. They are going to try and catch out. It's just the Braum though can put his unbreakable will up, the shield going up there. And Dejiwo with the biggest snowball in the world. It's Jastley that he's going for. Really well juked there, just running around in circles, gets the Glacial Fisher down. Now the Culling is available as well. They can get the damage down. I'll tell you what, it's a really good come up for the carries at the moment. This is worrying for Sengoku. Look at Kite getting the damage down, trying to push in there. The Twisted Fate just giving them all the vision that they need. Looking around the map, here comes the Darius. He's the Dog Master coming behind, but he's going to get stunned out. And this has gone very, very wrong for Sengoku. But I tell you what, they're going to get away with just a single death.
This is 4, by the way. Has Wan overextended, forced to flash away here. You can see that Hache may be looking for the flash. It's coming up just now.
Oh, Hache's red as well. Tikz sees him coming, gets the stun guard down. In comes Ezzez, gets the flash and forces the flash away. In comes the snowball from Rush, and they're going to try and turn this fight back around, and it may well be the case here. They're committed, and at last we see the dunk come down. Just real sort of dunk assist that we've seen from him in the majority of this game, but EBRO, they are happy to fight right now.
A struggle to deal with Hache. Hache is providing so much zoning potential. He's keeping them at distance. Oh, he gets pulled in.
Oh, he hasn't got the dominance to pull out here, and it gets turned around, and there is a very quick dunk coming out from Kite this time around, dealing with Hache. And you can see Jastley has to run away from this one. They're being kited left and right, but have they got the damage dealers down? Kite gets away with nothing at the moment. Kite trying to get the damage down, but there's no tanky front line for him to fall back on. The tower's going to crumble, and Kite has to respect this and back away.
There's a real problem. There's a real gap in the EBRO gaming lineup, and that is there isn't any consistent engage. It is so difficult to find a proper engage versus an Orianna right now, and Hache is running amok on the front line. Overextends just a little bit around the Baron right now.
Glacial Fisher's available in just a few seconds. If he could just delay and stay alive, Jastley, he will be able to turn it around, but no, down he goes. The Baron will fall, and it is going to be Sengoku that pick it up, and they continue to get kill after kill of Ezzez just overcommits.
Yeah, this is now a big win for Sengoku Gaming. 2 major objectives on the trot. They're going to try and catch out Hache as well.
And this game is in danger of slipping away very quickly for EBRO here. Is when they pull the trigger. Often it will be a little too quick and too soon. We know that Ezzez is certainly one to look for that fight. Snowball doesn't connect. They are chasing down Kai at the moment, but again, talking about committal, they're not all in the right place at the right time. Hache on the back line. That is good work from him, but the rest of his team are unfortunately in trouble, and that puts Hache way out of position, and it is dunk after dunk after dunk for Kai, and he is loving life with the Quadra. Sengoku will take game 3 and take the win 2-1.
Brilliant performance from them. They absolutely came back in style over these last 2 games, and they will take the Nexus. Deservedly the winners here.